That's not bullshit, okay? It's real talk with facts.
What's up, y'all, man? So, boss of the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Got my partner here with me today, man. We want to come to y'all today, man, to talk to y'all about this disease that's going around, man.
Coronavirus.
Outbreak, man. Just tired of it, man. I think it's overrated, man. I really do. I mean, I know it's a serious case. I've seen the numbers. I see the things that it's doing to people, but I just really think the way we're going about it is the wrong way, man. What you say?
I mean, if you ask me, I think the whole coronavirus is more of a man-made object. It's a disease. I mean, well, it's a virus that's man-made. I don't think that it's something that's trying to kill. I think that's something that they put out there and they kind of just hyping it up to be more than what it is, my man.
Right.
That's exactly what I think it is. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
Statistics, man, you can't never really go by statistics, man, because right now it's saying that deaths worldwide is 52,983. But they're also saying that for the number of people who've been recovered is 210,335 people been recovered.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people.
I mean, let me just put it like this. Like, first off, I think that this coronavirus is more. They actually. I think more of the cases are cases. And by the way, let me introduce myself. By the way, I'm D-Marcus Tunez. D-Marcus. If you want to add me at D-Marcus_Tunez on IG. That's where I'm at. But again, like I was saying, I think a lot of this is man-made. I think this is something that they put out there, and a lot of it is more political than it is, physical. I think it has a lot of politics that is involved with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. When it comes to the coronavirus, is it can be any virus that is on this world, that's on this earth. It can be killed with heat. So if you have a virus that can be killed with heat, it's just like if it was something that can kill somebody, it would be like let's say we had the HIV/AIDS thing, right?
Yeah.
We can put AIDS right here, right? Like, this is how a virus works. A virus can be killed with heat. So
So basically,
I gotta
so
come back to that.
basically, what he's trying to say is, if a virus can be killed with heat, a virus can be killed with 80-degree heat. So if you put AIDS right here and you come back, you can't get it because the virus has been killed with heat. You know what I'm saying? So in that way, man, I look around, man, and this was one of the first things when the outbreak first started, man. I didn't really take it serious at all, because they announced that Ebola was serious, and I was in middle school when it came out, you know what I'm saying, but I really didn't, know the aspects of it and nothing. But now, man, they're going further than what they did with Ebola, man. Now they're shutting down schools, they're shutting down public businesses, they're shutting down parks, they're shutting down pools, beaches. They shutting down restaurants. You can't even stand in a restaurant now. Now you gotta stand outside and wait for your food. And I just think it's crazy because, man, we can take money from his hand to my hand, or we can go in Walmart and stand with 7,000 other people, and we can be right up on the neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many they say, oh, you gotta be 6 feet, you gotta be 6 feet. There's nobody standing there enforcing that rule. Because if the person in front of me is not enforcing that rule, that 6-foot rule, then guess what? If they got the virus, or I got the virus, it's spreading. So, you go to a lot of convenience stores nowadays, man. You see the big glass window, hey, man, it travels. It can go right around there. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when y'all got to take it down, I'm pretty sure y'all not going to use gloves to take it down.
I think the whole thing that, using gloves, using masks is a good thing to prevent spreading the disease, but you got to think about it. The best way to prevent the virus from spreading is to, stay at home. Now, I know it's a little cliche, but the reason why I say that's the best thing is because what the government and what everybody else is trying to do is trying to stop it. Now, again, this is a government they call it it's a pandemic, but me personally, I think that the government has some kind of has their hand in it, because if you look back on some videos, and I think I'm gonna add a link to this. If you look on YouTube, you'll see that Donald Trump gave a specific day on when the coronavirus will end. This whole thing will end. Not to mention they're giving out money and they're giving out funds away to our, to people, just to kind of help them feel more secure when it comes to this coronavirus. I don't think that this is something that's gonna last as long as they said it would. And if you ask me if this is not government, if this has nothing to do with the government, when they knew about this and they knew how deadly this possibly could be, why is it that they didn't start doing what they're doing now, by isolating everybody, by telling everybody stay in your home? There's a possible virus. You allowed it to spread from host to host. So in some cases, and therefore, that means that this is something that was created.
Man-made.
It is man-made. It's created. You cannot say that this is something that's not man-made and not created. If now all of a sudden you got to think about the government has all the power in the world to do anything they please. So if you can tell me that you're gonna allow so many people to die from this, when you could have done something when you knew that this is a possible this sickness or this pandemic can kill someone, and you mean to tell me that you didn't stop this from day one? That's why I feel like it's a government government assisted pandemic.
Well, and to piggyback off what he's saying, I truly 100% agree with everything he's saying. But in aspects to it, man, I feel like, right now in America, they say that they're not trying to enforce the Stanford Act. They're not trying to enforce martial law. But that is exactly what they're doing. Because anybody who knows what the Stanford Act is, they know that that's currently what's happening today. You can't go nowhere. You have to stay in your homes. If you're caught on the streets, you get fined and everything. But here's my thing on that too. It's a thing called population control. The way they're going to keep us under a certain number is releasing this. Because back in the 1300s, the Black Plague was released through the government. Killed half of Europe and Asia's population. You know what I'm saying? And roughly, it says about 350 to 375 million in the 14th century was killed. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And to me, man, same thing he said, man, if y'all knew this thing, when they first started, they didn't come on the news as serious as they are now. They wasn't as serious as they are now. Now you got students who are missing out on education because you can tell them to go home and get on the laptop. They're going to go home and get on the laptop, but they're going to do otherwise on the laptop. Parents might tell them to do what they need to do on the laptop. But hey, just how we was in school, we'll click on another tab, let our homework or whatever, just roll on. That's the way the kids are now doing it nowadays. You stop and ask yourself, what's going to happen next? Because not only are we being affected by it, children are also being affected by it. Children don't know what's going on right now, but they're being affected because they're not able to go to school. They're not able to get the resources that they need at school. Not all kids can eat at home. Some kids was eating at school. You know what I'm saying? So it's a major, major, major impact. Businesses are closing down. If anybody know about supply and demand works as if he got a restaurant and I own Cisco, he got to come through me to get his ketchup, mustard, and bread. But if his restaurant closed down, I ain't got nobody to sell my ketchup, mustard, and bread to. You know what I'm saying? So I supply him with that, and I'm the demand part.
And it's affecting our stock market.
And it's affecting the stock market. So I keep telling people what's going to happen is when this whole thing is over and swept under the rug, that's what it's going to be. Businesses are going to start opening back up. And you know what they're going to start doing? Hey Tom, man, I'm sorry, man. I know you've been here 5+ years, man, but we gotta let you go, man. Sales ain't where they are, Sales dropped, dramatically due to this whole coronavirus thing. I am a living witness of it. UPS laid me off because of the whole epidemic that's going on. Did I let it stop me? No. But you have people who are struggling out here, and this is really a $1,200 stimulus check is not gonna take all these problems away. Let me get y'all to understand this. That stimulus check, you still would have to pay it back.
It's what you call hush money, basically.
To shut you up. Because everybody is catching on to the government's little sneaky plan, and everybody is announcing it, and they're like, what can we do to get these motherfuckers off our back? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they're going to do whatever they got to make you happy, because really they work for you.
Right. Let me say as far as the, and another reason that I kind of felt like it was more of a government thing is because look at the time frame that it came in, and look how fast and how rapidly it's killing people.
It came around the election time.
It came around election time. This is the time where election has come, and not to mention, I do truly believe that people are being injected with the coronavirus disease because of how they are going about getting people tested. So let's say, he decides that he wants to go get tested for the coronavirus, right? Why is it that an individual has to pay for a coronavirus test? When you're trying to stop an epidemic, you stop it by making sure that we separate the people who are actually infected. So if an individual is infected, right, you come to me and I see you have the coronavirus, right? Boom, we already know that you have the coronavirus. Why is it that I cannot allow somebody, I have to, me as a doctor, as somebody who knows a lot about this, why is it that I have to charge them for the information that the government is saying can kill you? Why am I charging you for something that...
They got vaccines already.
It's vaccines already. It's already vaccines. It's already things that... Let me give you another example. For example, you have... How is it possible that... take that back. What made celebrities and basketball players and football players and all these people go get tested just out of will for the coronavirus? What made them do that?
And you know what's funny too?
And not to mention, if you don't have any symptoms, what made you want to go do that? So that goes to tell you that this has to be some kind of conspiracy in some way. There's no way that a coronavirus, or I wouldn't even I'm not going to call it the coronavirus. I'm going to call it, the better term that I can give it is a conspiracy. When it comes to this conspiracy, why is it that this conspiracy continues to affect so many people, but the government will allow you to pay for a test, or will want you to pay for a test, when this should be something that's free?
So, to piggyback off what he said, I told people long time ago, you run and you get these so-called flu shots, right? The number one way America spreaded this whole disease around was through flu shots, believe it or not. Because they thought to themselves, how can I get this out to the public? Well, it's flu season. No, they know numerous people, and only old people go get their flu shots early. That's why it was such a high rate in old people dying, getting it, because they were infecting the older generation with it. Because the older generation was the generation who always took foot and went forth and got their flu shots early. You know what I'm saying? People who get the flu shot, if you get the flu shot, next week you be sick with the flu. because that shot gives you the disease. That shot gives you the disease. So when the disease come around to you, it fights it off. But sometimes that always don't be the case. I'm a living witness that I watched somebody get this flu shot, had the flu the next week. 2 weeks after that, the flu came back around to them, and they had it again. They had it again. Now, swine flu. Swine flu came back in 2009. When the swine flu came around, it was due to a pig, which is pork, which is part of the reason why I'm trying to slow down on pork, right? But everybody knows when the swine flu spurred around, how many people died from it? Not many. So when we look at the swine flu right here, if you search up the coronavirus, your whole page lights up. Right now, when you look at the swine flu on here, which was another epidemic that they called was big, you don't see no death rates, you don't see nothing. All you see is cases per year, 200,000 cases per year, right? So, and it says preventable by vaccine. Preventable by vaccine. The same thing that gave it to them was the vaccine. You got to think, man, there's no way in the world just one old person wake up one day and say, oh, I don't feel good. I'm going to call this coronavirus because I don't feel good. No. Where did scientists, where did doctors, where did anybody get the terminology coronavirus? How did it go from being the coronavirus to being the COVID-19? How do you know this is the number 19? Well, where did 19 coming in? Where's the number 19 coming in at? That's my whole thing. Where did COVID-19 come from? What is the abbreviation that you're saying that this is the COVID-19? It's doctors and people who are speaking on this, and nobody's not noticing that these doctors who speak on this are becoming either missing or they get in trouble. Because the government are trying to hush people up about the real deal of what's going on. See, the stock market crashed just recently before this whole epidemic came out. They told y'all this epidemic was coming out. People ran to the stores. They bought tissue. Fighting over hand sanitizer.
I don't get that shit.
Fighting over paper towels.
I don't get
bleach. Everything. Clean the shelves out. Bread, meat, food, everything clean. And guess what? They got your money. They got your money to bring the stock market back up. If they didn't have no money, how are they supplying $12 trillion to everybody to get a stimulus check? And you don't have an option to refuse the stimulus check neither. You have to take it. It has been forced by hand. So after tomorrow, after 12 o'clock, we're going to see what changes, how it is, and what's going to happen. Because I can guarantee you, and people who are watching this video, I can guarantee you, we will have a Great Depression or either a recession. One of the two. I can guarantee you. Because there's too many big name businesses that's out of business. Women love to get their hair did every Friday. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
Hair stores are closing. Women love to get their nails done. Am I right?
Yeah.
Nail shops been closed. Men, we love to get our hair cut. Thank God I'm a barber. They're closing down. They're closing down. You won't be able to do nothing but walk out the front of your door and just look around. And just look around. Look at your neighbor. They're trying to say, well, I don't know the stipulations of what they're saying you can and cannot do far as driving wise. I heard you can drive, but you just must be going to work or something. That's bullshit. You can't tell me I can't go to my mother's house. If my mama call me right now and say something's going on with her health-wise, I'm going. Ticket, jail, whatever. I'm going. You got people out here who is distant from their kids and stuff, man. You cannot take them or deprive them. But you know, man, without further ado, man, it's your boy on the Bossed Up Game TV, man. You know, we love you, man. The Bossed Up Game family, man. Shout out to you, man. Another epic video gonna be dropping tomorrow, the same as today. Man, we got you. Peace.